Why did you think you would get in trouble for giving someone a car?
I don't recall.
Were you trying to insinuate because you gave Threat the car that Threat must have had something to do with Nuts' murder?
Huh?
In telling me yesterday that you gave the affinity to Threat, were you trying to infer that Threat must have had something to do with Nuts' murder?
I don't know what Threat did.
Okay. So why did you tell me about giving Threat the affinity?
Because you put me up here to tell the truth.
Okay. Is there some truth? Did Threat kill Nut?
I got to answer that?
Yeah. Do you have an answer?
I don't know what Threat did.
Okay. Back in 2015, did you tell the police that Threat killed Nut?
No.
Okay. Did you tell police that other individuals killed Nut?
I'm going to protect Threat.
Okay. But you didn't protect the other people that you talked about?
Me and Threat been friends since 2001.
Okay. Are you closer to Shannon than you are to Threat?
I'm closer to Threat than I am any person in the street.
Okay. But when you were talking about who you were close with, you never mentioned Threat to the police back in 2015. Is that correct?
That's my partner in crime.
Okay. But in 2015, when they asked you who were you closest to, you never mentioned Threat, correct?
Right? Because I know the police trying to get me.
Okay. But you talked about being very close to Little D, correct?
Because the D is a pretty boy.
You talked about being very close to Shannon, correct?
Because Shannon is a pretty boy too.
Okay. But all the pictures, do you remember the pictures that we showed you back in June?
Right.
They only had you, Shannon, and Little D primarily, correct?
This one, I'm not on that other type of time.
Okay. Do you have a lot of pictures with Threat?
Yes.
Okay. Back in 2015?
We have a lot of pictures together.
Okay. Why would you tell on Shannon and not on Threat when you're talking about the murder of Donovan Thomas?
Because telling is being honest. Lying is lying. I'm going to protect Threat.
Why would you make up anything on Shannon when you said to the police, those are your friends, even though they're pretty boys, those are your friends. So why would you make it up as to Shannon and not tell the police about Threat?
Because the thing is, if a person ain't do it, they ain't do it. So no matter what I tell the police, they didn't do it. So I ain't got to be like, okay, I'm telling the truth by saying they did it. Okay, they didn't do it, so the police can't lock them up for something they didn't do. But if I say Threat did it and Threat actually did it, then it's a different story.
Are you telling us that Threat did it?
I ain't said Threat did nothing.
Okay. So did Threat kill Donovan?
I don't know.
Are you now bringing anything about Threat because he's deceased and now can't come in here and defend himself with whatever it is that you're saying?
I'm up here to tell the truth. You going back into the past and I done told you 1.5 times that I don't lie. So you put me up here to tell the truth. The truth of the matter was I gave Threat the car.
Okay. And that's all that you did was gave Threat the car?
That's all I recall.